Welcome dear students. We are now going to begin solving practical problems for chapter number 3, Reconstitution of Partnership, that is admission of partner. In the theory videos, we have explained you in detail about the 5 steps that is required in solving sums in admission of partner. Those 5 steps are calculation of ratios, calculation and treatment of goodwill, revaluation of assets and liabilities, adjustment of accumulated profit and losses, and adjustment of capital. So students, with concepts clear, I am sure you are all ready to begin to solve the sums. But before we begin solving the sums, please make a note. We will be solving ledger and journal both. As we know, in the exam, either one could be asked. Let's first have a look on how to prepare ledger and journal format for the sums. For the ledger format, you will give the heading in the books of partnership firm. And first you will prepare revaluation account. On the debit side, you will draw particulars column and one amount column. And similarly, on the credit side, you will have particulars column and one amount column. The second account we will be preparing is partner's capital or current account. On the debit side, you will draw particulars column and the amount column will depend on the number of partners. Similarly, on the credit side, you will draw a particulars column and the amount column will depend on the number of partners. And at the last, we will prepare balance sheet for the new firm with liabilities and 2 amount column and assets with 2 amount column. Since we are also solving journal entries, this will be your format. You will give the title Journal Entries in the Books of the Firm. You will have a date column, particulars column, LF, that is ledger folio, debit rupees and credit rupees. With this students, we are now ready to solve the practical sums. Let's begin with practical problem number 1. Vikram and Pradnya share profit and losses in the ratio 2:3 respectively. We will underline this ratio. This is my old ratio. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as under. They have given us our balance sheet. We do not need to read our balance sheet. We will directly begin with adjustment. They agreed to admit Avni as a partner. So Avni is admitted as a new partner on 1st April 2018 on the following terms. Avni shall have 1/4 share in the future profit. So we will underline her share for future profit is 1/4. He shall bring rupees 37,500 as his capital. So 37,500 as his capital needs to be underlined. And 30,000 as his share of goodwill. Number 3, land and building to be valued at rupees 45,000. Now I will have to mark star for land and building. So let's mark star for land and building. And furniture to be depreciated by 10%. I have to mark star for furniture. Next, Provision for bad and doubtful debts is to be maintained at 5% on sundry debtors. So I have to maintain a provision for debtors. So for debtors, I will mark a star. Next, stocks to be valued at rupees 82,500. So I'm going to mark star for stock. The capital account of all partners to be adjusted in their new profit and loss ratio. So we have adjustment of capital and excess amount to be transferred to their loan account. They have asked us to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, which is also called as revaluation account, capital account, and new balance sheet. So students, we have read the question and we are now ready to begin to solve. But before we solve, I hope you are aware the ones which are marked star will be written in the inner column and the ones which are not marked star will be written in the outer column. So let's begin solving the sum. So students, this is how your ledger format will be. You will have your revaluation account, which is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. You will have your partner's capital account drawn here. You had two old partners, Vikram and Pradnya, and a new partner is admitted. So Avni is joining. So you will have 3 columns for your partners on the debit side and 3 columns on the credit side. Then you will have your balance sheet and cash account and goodwill account as your working column. Let us first begin with step number 1, transferring. So we will begin from the liability side. Creditors, on the liability side we will write it down. So on the liability side we will leave first few lines and then write creditors. Since there is no star, I'll write the amount directly in the outer column, 1,05,000. Next is capitals of Vikram and Pradnya. So we will be writing it in the capital account. On the credit side, I will write down by balance brought down. For Vikram, 75,000 and for Pradnya, 75,000. We do not have capital for Avni, so we'll put a dash. On the asset side, we have cash, 7,500. We have prepared cash account. So on the debit side, we'll write to balance brought down, 7,500. Next is land and building. It has a star, which means I need to write it in the inner column. So on the asset side, I'll write land and building. I will mark a star and write it in the inner column, 37,500. Next is plant. There is no star, so I'll write it in the outer column. Plant, 45,000. Next is furniture, again in the inner column. So I'll write furniture. I'll mark a star, write it in the inner column, 3,000. Next is stock. There is a star, inner column, 75,000. And finally I have debtors. So again debtors. I'll mark a star and write it in the inner column. So students, we are done with step number 1, transferring from the balance sheet. We will now begin with step number 2, reading of adjustment. They agreed to admit Avni as a partner on 1st April 2018 on the following terms. Number 1, Avni shall have 1/4 share in future profit, which means the new partner's share in the future profit will be 1/4. We will be discussing and calculating the new share later on. Let's go to adjustment number 2. He shall bring rupees 37,500 as his capital. which means the new partner is bringing in capital. So we will first pass the journal entry for the new partner bringing in capital. The date is 1st of April 2018. So I'll just write 18. New partner is bringing in capital, which means my journal entry will be cash account debit to new partner's name, that is Avni capital account. Then I'll write my narration being cash brought in by new partner as capital, and the amount will be 37,500. 37,500. Now students, this is my journal entry. We will now pass the ledger entry for this. So keeping journal entry in mind, we will now pass the ledger posting. Our entry was cash account debit. So cash account debit. I'll write to Avni capital account 37,500. Now Avni's capital account credit. So Avni on capital account on the credit side, I will write by cash account. In Avni's column, I'll write 37,500. We'll continue with our adjustment number 2 and 30,000 as his share of goodwill, which means the new partner is bringing goodwill in the form of cash. So I'll first pass my journal entry. My date will be 1st April 18. The new partner is bringing goodwill cash in form of goodwill. So my journal entry will be cash account debit to goodwill account, that is 30,000 rupees. I'll write my narration being goodwill brought in by new partner. And my second journal entry, my date will remain the same. My second journal entry will be goodwill account debit to old partners. So I have old partners to Vikram capital account to Pradnya capital account. My narration will be being goodwill transferred to old partners in sacrifice ratio. Goodwill amount is 30,000. Now students, I need to distribute it to the old partners, but I need to distribute it in sacrifice ratio. So first, let us do the calculation of our ratio. So students, for calculation of sacrifice ratio, let us first understand our old ratio which is given to us is 2:3. So in the rough work, I'll write my old ratio 2:3. So the total of this is 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5. They have not given me new ratio, but they have given me the share of the new partner. So the new partner's share is 1/4 share. Okay, so when I say 1/4 is 4 minus 1, I get a total of 3. So when my total is different, I need to calculate my ratio. So how will I calculate the ratio? The share of the old partner is 2, 3. And the total of this will be 2 plus 3 is 5. Then I'll multiply, multiply, multiply. Okay. Now out of 4 share, 1 share belongs to the new partner. So the balance 3 share will belong to the old partners. So I'll multiply it by 3. And for the new partner, I'll multiply it by 1. So what will be the total of it? 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9 and 5 1s are 5. So students, my new ratio, what I have got is 6:9:5. Now as you know that sacrifice ratio is only calculated for old partners. So let us only focus for old partners. Our old partners ratio is 2:3. That's my old ratio. And new ratio is 6:9. So I'll just write it down 6:9. And I can still reduce it, right? So 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. So if you look at this, students, my old ratio is 2:3. My new ratio is also 2:3. Which means my sacrifice ratio will also be 2:3. So sacrifice ratio is 2:3. So we will distribute the goodwill amount in 2:3 ratio. So students, we got our sacrifice ratio as 2:3. Okay. Now my goodwill amount is 30,000. This will be distributed. So 2 upon 5. How did I get this 5? 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 5 1s are 5. 5 6 are 30. 6 2s are 12. So I have 12,000 for one partner. And same I'll multiply by 3. So 6 3s are 18. So 18,000 for another partner. Let's put it up in our journal entry. So for Vikram, the amount will be 12,000. And for Pradnya, the amount will be 18,000. Now we will pass this journal entry into ledger. We'll post it into ledger. So keeping journal entry in our mind, let us focus on it. My first entry is the new partner has bought goodwill in the form of cash. So my journal entry is cash account debit to goodwill account, which is 30,000 rupees. Goodwill account credit. So on the credit side, I'll write by cash account 30,000 rupees. This is my first journal entry. My second journal entry is goodwill account debit to old partners in sacrifice ratio. So let's do the posting of it. Goodwill account debit to old partners, that is to Vikram account and to Pradnya account. Students, remember cash account and goodwill account is your rough work. So you can use short form for the names of the partner. So Vikram is 12,000 rupees and Pradnya is 18,000 rupees. So goodwill account debit to old partners. Now my next entry will be old partners account. So partners account credit, I'll write by goodwill account. In Vikram's column, I'll write 12,000 and in Pradnya's column, I'll write 18,000. Adjustment number 3. Land and building to be valued at rupees 45,000 and furniture. So first we will do only our effect for land and building. Students, the word is given to you valued. You know, whenever they say valued, you always write this amount in the outer column. So let's do the effect for land and building. So for land and building, since they have told valued, I'll write the amount in the outer column, that is 45,000. Now you see the difference, students. My land and building was 37,500 and now the value is 45,000, which means there is an appreciation. So I'll write add appreciation. So I have an appreciation of rupees 7,500. Now how did I get this 7,500? 45,000 minus 37,500. I've got an appreciation of 7,500. This is my first effect for land and building. Second effect will be on revaluation account. It will be on the credit side because it is an income. The value of my asset has increased, which means it is an income for my business. So on the credit side, I'll write buy land and building 7,500. We'll continue with adjustment number 3, and furniture to be depreciated by 10%. So I'll say less depreciation, that is 10%. So 10% of 3,000 will be 300 rupees. So 3,000 minus 300 will give me 2,700. Let's do the second effect. Since the value of your asset has decreased, there was a depreciation in your furniture, which means your business had an expense. So revaluation account on the debit side, I'll write to furniture account 300 rupees. Next is adjustment number 4. They have made a mistake, so we can write number 4. Provision for bad and doubtful debts is to be maintained at 5% on sundry debtors. So there has to be a doubtful debts 5% on debtors. So on debtors, I'll say less RBD at the rate of 5%. So 87,500 will be 4,350 rupees. So from 87,000, I'll minus 4,350. I'll get a balance of 82,650. Second effect will be in the revaluation account, since the value of my asset has again decreased, which means it is a expense for the business. So on the debit side, I'll write to RBD account 4,350 rupees. Next is adjustment number 5. Okay. Stocks to be valued at rupees 82,500. So stock has to be valued. Again, students, the word is valued. Valued means you will write this amount in the outer column. So stock is valued at 82,500. I'll write 82,500 in the outer column. From 75,000, the value is gone up to 82,500, which means there is an appreciation. So I'll write add appreciation of 7,500 rupees. Now how did I get this 7,500? 82,500 minus 75,000 will give me 7,500. Now again, since the value of the asset has increased, which means my business has made an income. So revaluation account credit side, I will write buy stock account 7,500. So students, we will now pass the journal entry for revaluation account. We can pass a combined entry. We will first pass the entry for the debit side. So my entry will be revaluation account debit to furniture account and to RBD account. Let's put this in the journal entry. So in journal entry, I will write down revaluation account debit to furniture account to RBD account. Now the furniture amount was 300 rupees and RBD amount was 4,350 rupees. So I'll total it up. 4,350 plus 300 will give me 4,650 rupees. And I'll write my narration as being assets revalued. The date will be common, students, so we can just write the same date. Now we'll check for the journal entry for the credit side. So revaluation account is credit. If revaluation account is credit, land and building and stock will be debit. So let's pass the journal entry for this. So I'll write my journal entry. Land and building account debit, stock account debit to revaluation account. Land and building was 7,500. Stock is also 7,500. So revaluation account will be 15,000 rupees. In the bracket, I'll write the narration again, being assets revalued. And again, I will write the same date. So students, with this, we have passed the journal entry for our revaluation account. Finally, students, after this, they have given us the capital account of all partners are to be adjusted in their new profit and loss ratio, and the excess amount to be transferred to their loan account. This is nothing but adjustment of capital. So before we go ahead with adjustment of capital, we will first have to close our revaluation account. So let us first close revaluation account. So first we will close our revaluation account. So we will first total. So let us total the debit side. So 300 plus 4,350. I get a total of 4,650 rupees. Then I'll total my credit side. 7,500 plus 7,500. I get a total of 15,000 rupees. Now students, we will follow the ledger format. We will double underline on both the sides. Bigger total to be written on both the sides. So I'll write 15,000 on both the sides. From the bigger total, I will minus the smaller total. So 15,000 minus 4,650. I get a balance of 10,350, which I will write on top. Now if you see students, income is more than expense. When income is more than expense, which means my business has made a profit. So I will give the heading as to profit on revaluation transferred to capital account. I'll underline this, and now you know students, profit on revaluation has to be only transferred to old partners in old ratio. So it will be transferred to Vikram account and it will be transferred to Pradnya account. In old ratio, that is 2:3. So let's do the calculation. So my profit is 10,350 and the ratio is 2:3. The total of this is 5. So I'll do 10,350 multiply by 2 divide by 5. So when I do this calculation, so let's do the calculation. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Now I'll take two numbers together, so I'll add a 0. 5 sevens are 35 and then 0. So 2070 multiply by 2, I get an answer of 4,140. And the same way I'll multiply 2070 multiply by 3. So I'll get an answer 6,210. So I'll write the amount over here. I'll write 4,140 for Vikram, and for Pradnya it is 6,210 rupees. Now this is on the debit side. So if it is on the debit side, it will go on to my credit side. So on the credit side of partners capital account, I will write by profit on revaluation Vikram, it will be 4,140 and Pradnya will be 6,210. Now students, we will pass journal entry for this also. Okay, so my journal entry will be revaluation account debit to partner's account. So let's do the journal entry for this. So for the profit, I'll write the journal entry revaluation account debit to Vikram capital account to Pradnya capital account. Revaluation amount was 10,350, which we distributed among Vikram and Pradnya. Vikram was 4,140 and Pradnya 6,210 rupees. I'll write the narration. Date will be as same. I'll write the narration as being profit on revaluation transferred to capital account. So students, now we are ready to do the capital adjustment. We have to first transfer revaluation to partner's capital account, and after completing that, we will now go ahead with capital adjustment. So let's see how we do capital adjustment. For capital adjustment, what we require is new ratio, and we have already calculated new ratio. So let's do the working. I'll again write it for you. The new ratio which we calculated is 6:9:5. Now we need to calculate the new capital. So we will take the new person's capital as the base. So for 5 share, Avni brought in 37,500 rupees as her capital. So now we will have to see how much Vikram and Pradnya will get. So we will calculate it in the form share and rupees. For 5 share, 37,500 rupees was brought. So for 6 share, how much money Vikram will bring in? And I will cross multiply. 37,500 multiplied by 6 divided by 5. So students, when you do this calculation, you will get an amount of 45,000 rupees. And in the similar manner, you will find out for 5 share, if it is 37,500, so for 9 share, it will be how much? You will cross multiply. So again, I'll do 37,500 multiplied by 9 divided by 5, which means I get an amount of 67,500. Now this is the capital which Vikram and Pradnya are going to get in. So students, we have found out the capital, and you know capital is always written on the liability side. So we will go backward. We will start from liability side. So on the liability side, I will write capital account, underline it, write the names of the partner, that is Vikram, Pradnya and Avni. We have already calculated capital for Vikram. The capital for Vikram was 45,000 rupees. For Pradnya, it is 67,500 rupees and Avni 37,500. Now this is the capital amount. Now from where do we get this capital amount? We get it from partner's capital account, but we have already got our capital earlier. So what we will do is we will double underline on both the side, and since we have already got our capital, we will write down as to balance carried down, and we will write the capital which we have already got. So that is 45,000 for Vikram, 67,500 for Pradnya, and 37,500 for Avni. Now this is the capital amount. Now students is the actual capitalization that you are going to do, and as mentioned in the question, that the adjustment of capital has to be done according to profit and loss ratio, which we have already done, and the excess amount has to be transferred to their loan account. So we will be finding out the excess amount which needs to be transferred to the loan account. So we will close our partner's capital account. First we will start with the new partner. Okay, if you look at the new partner, students, on the debit side there is no balance. On the credit side there is a balance of 37,500, which is my greater total. So I'll write 37,500 on both the sides. And since there is no balance on the debit side, the amount is already written 37,500 on top. Now on the debit side we don't have any total. The total over here is 45,000 and 67,500. So let's find out the total on the credit side. For Vikram it is 75,000 plus 12,000 plus 4,140. So I get a total of 91,140. Now let's compare. The credit total is 91,140 and the debit total is 45,000. My bigger total to be written on both the side. So I'll write 91,140 on both the side. From 91,140, I already have a balance of 45,000. So I'll minus it. That is 91,140 minus 45,000. I'll get a balance of 46,140, which I'll write on top. Now very clearly we have seen the question. They have told us to adjust this amount through loan account. So I'll write it as to loan account. In the same manner we will total Pradnya's column. For Pradnya on the debit side it is 67,500. Now let's see the credit side total. 75,000 plus 18,000 plus 6,210. So I get a total of 99,210. Now if you compare 99,210 and 67,500. So I'll write bigger total on both the side. 99,210 will be written on both the side. From 99,210, I will minus 67,500. So I'll get a balance of 31,710. Avni has no loan account to be adjusted because she is a new partner. So we have adjusted the excess amount of capital into their loan account. Now this is on the debit side. If it is on the debit side, which would mean it will be written on the credit side, which is my liability side. So on the liability side, I will write down Vikram loan account 46,140 and Pradnya's loan account 31,710. Now students, I will tally my balance sheet. But before I tally my balance sheet, I have to check my rough work. So let's come to our cash column and goodwill column. So if you look at cash column, I have a total on the debit side. Let's double underline on both the side. So 7,500 plus 37,500 plus 30,000. So I get a total of 75,000. It's just a rough work. So I'll write total on both the side, nothing to be minused. So I get 75,000 as my balance. It is on the credit side. So credit total will be written on the debit side. So this balance will be written on the asset side. So on the asset side, I'll write cash balance 75,000. 5,000. And now we will check our goodwill account. You see the goodwill account is already tallied. It's 30,000 on both the side, which means it will not appear in our balance sheet. Now students, what is left is to pass the journal entry for this. So let's pass the journal entry for our loan account. So if you see partners capital is on the debit side, so my entry will be Vikram capital account debit, Pradnya capital account debit to loan account. So let's write this as a journal. So my date will be same, that is 1st April 18. I will write the entry partner is debit. So Vikram capital account debit, Pradnya capital account debit, and we have adjusted it to loan account, so I'll write to loan account. The amount for Vikram was 46,140 and for Pradnya it was 31,710 rupees. So the total amount for the loan is 77,850. So you will write your narration being excess amount transferred to loan account. With this students, we have completed the journal entry. And now we can also total our balance sheet. Since the working note is also completed, we will first total liability side. So once we total our liability amount, we get a total of 3,32,850. And in the same manner, we will total asset side. And when we total the asset side, we get the same total as our liability, that is 3,32,850. With this students, we have completed sum number 1 for admission, and I hope you have understood the ledger as well as the journal.